Hello, everybody, and welcome to the third episode of the Dumpster Fire podcast. Today, I'm joined by my co-host Blaine,
What's going on?
Billy,
What's up, guys?
and Aiden.
Bugger.
And my name is Mikey.
All right. Anyone have anything new happen to them recently?
What about the intro, boys? That was good. That was electrifying.
That was good.
I'm
Thank
not being
you.
a smart
That was
ass.
electrifying.
That was good.
I do
No,
it every time. So
We
try my
gonna
hardest.
clap it up for the intro. We gonna clap it up for the intro.
Yeah, I like that. All right. Anyway,
New? What's new?
what's new?
I'm back. It's been what? 2 weeks?
Yeah, because
400 days.
2 weeks since we did one.
It took me 2 weeks to convince Mikey, our intro man, to let me back on the podcast. I'm thankful
Yeah,
I'm here now.
but
We gonna clap it up for that?
no, we're not. Anyway, I got
We
a
went on
promotion
a
for my job,
hiatus.
so that's cool.
A
What
promotion.
would you get?
Yeah, promotion. The key holder, so I can open and close the store now. So that's kind of cool.
What's behind the
Mikey,
door?
when he gets
Yeah,
promoted
what's
to
behind the
opening a
door?
door.
The whole store.
I feel like I could do that anytime I walk in.
Yeah. During business
Not if the
hours,
door's
I can do
closed.
that.
Not if the door's closed.
I
If
generally
it's a
have to
motion
open
door, it's
the
gonna
door
open when I
every
get
time
there.
to it.
I don't think
No,
I would
because
want that key
because we
because
can close them.
that means I'm gonna be opening a lot more, is it not?
Or closing.
Oh,
Yeah.
still both of them kind of
Well,
suck.
yeah.
I hate closing those.
Well, I was closing regardless because, like, they have two people closing, so, like, yeah. I mean, it does kind of suck, but, like, it pays more and I get more hours, so, yeah. That's kind
I
of
also got a kind of promotion.
You
Oh,
just want to be just like Mikey, huh?
I do.
Yeah, bro. Go get your own flow, bro. It's kind of copy me. You can't
Might
have
as well.
nothing.
I also got a promotion.
Did you get a key, Blaine?
I do not get. I
See,
got.
it's
I got a
different.
kind of key,
Oh, okay.
but it's a car key. I'm
It's a
now
car.
a driver.
Oh,
All right, and my
Yeah.
first ever
Whoa.
day of being this
Stay off the
driver
road,
person
everybody.
now, I got ran off
Stay
the road.
everybody.
see, Mikey, he
Got
got ran off
ran
the
off.
road.
I got ran off the
He
road.
wasn't trying to make a joke. You could have heard him say that he got ran off the road, and we
Yeah.
could feel sympathetic towards Blaine because he almost died.
I
One of
almost
our
died.
friends. We wouldn't have had this
Almost,
podcast.
almost.
Just because you're the intro man doesn't mean you can run roughshod all over this podcast. Okay, Mikey?
I run everything else. Blaine only records. It's all Blaine does.
Okay, I don't know
upload
what
these.
this bozo's
I
deal
make
is.
Didn't
He,
you?
he almost left us for playing D&D.
Yeah.
I never felt so
Whoa,
dirty.
whoa.
And didn't you have to be
Hey,
reminded?
don't
to
say
be
that on a
uploaded?
podcast.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, you
no.
did.
I
The
had
thing is-
it uploaded. It was taking a long time because the video was so long.
No, Mikey. This is actually what happened. So
Oh,
for
so
our
you're some
two
extra now?
viewers out there,
Wait,
I was
pause.
kicked
I
off
just
the
want you guys.
podcast.
Pause.
I need you guys to know that opened up the computer, right?
Okay.
Like took it apart.
Mhm.
There's two random screws just chilling.
That's nice.
Yeah, so I really don't know what happened.
I
Oh,
think
go
you
ahead.
found your problem captain. Anyway, when I was kicked off the podcast, as you know, by Mikey, our intro man, who's running roughshod and throwing tangents everywhere, playing D&D, doing Mikey stuff. I was actually excited because I got to watch from a fan's perspective of our podcast. I waited for 2 days for that podcast to be posted on this, and I texted Mikey, who's our intro man, and the person who uploads it. I said,
And
"Hey
I can
man,
verify that. I
Okay.
don't think I did get a text message from him, so he's already lying.
actually, you did. So
Let's
I said, hey man, is this why isn't the podcast up?" And you said, "Oh crap, it isn't up for you." And I was like, "I don't think it's up for anybody."
Yeah, because at that point YouTube was messing up, so I don't know why it wasn't up. That's what I was like. It's not up for you, like, because it was up. Because of course I would upload it. Because like I'm
Mikey
the
was
only one
too
responsible
busy.
for it.
Opening and closing stores.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
true.
while I'm over here,
He's a businessman.
while I'm out here getting money. What are you doing? My headlight's broken.
Alright.
I can't make it to the next session. Like, man, it's a fine is temporary. This podcast is forever.
The podcast that got kicked off on.
Hey,
Mikey, our intro man, was running roughshod.
you trying to? At least I'm more
And
smooth
here's
than
the
you
thing.
are.
And the dude that actually just took it for you there gave me inside information that the
Insane.
reason why you didn't upload this is because you and him was
Hey, hey,
playing
hey.
a game.
I was also there. We told him to turn it off.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's their fault. It's not even my fault.
No, you're the
It's your
intro
fault your
man, so
internet's
you go
bad.
down with the ship.
Yeah.
So this is how it works.
Oh, Aiden,
I feel offended.
Mm-hmm.
as you found the screws that have been missing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where they go.
Okay.
Oh,
Because they were just... They were laying on the inside of the laptop. And I don't know where they go.
So another thing that came out since the last time we
it's Mikey.
I was going to say Blaine.
Whoa.
since the last time we uploaded is the whole multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2, which I know Billy can't relate on this because he won't buy it.
Because I haven't got the money. When this podcast takes off and we sell that merch, I'll
the
have
money.
the money.
He's got the money.
But
Go ahead.
how are y'all liking that? Okay, cool.
Yeah, how are you guys?
I
liking
just don't like
NW2?
playing with you.
That's fine. That's fair. Mikey,
It ain't Modern Warfare 1.
I,
It ain't
Yeah,
Modern
it's better than
Warfare.
Modern
yeah, it's
Warfare
better
1.
than Modern Warfare 1.
Eh.
Modern
Yeah.
Warfare
Wanna hear
1 be
something
hard
good?
to beat.
Eh.
Shoot the ship was elite. Of course, I haven't played NW2, but Shoot the Ship was elite on Modern
Oh
Warfare
yeah,
1.
Mikey.
Nah, I wouldn't bother.
Mikey.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not releasing Cargo. They're releasing Shoot House and Favela. For the next 2 maps that are coming out.
Bro, how am I supposed to do all of my challenges then?
Do you call it cargo?
Yeah. Shipment.
It's shipment, yeah.
Yeah, it's shipment.
Favela?
Spring card
Yeah.
is okay.
You know, like the rainbow
siege
map?
I don't
Yeah.
even remember that map. Ew.
Which is
Yeah.
I
It
think is
is
kind
what
of
it
cool.
is.
Even though I hated Favelas on
Good.
Rainbow Six.
Because I realized that all the maps they released were garbage, so they had to get something. So
That is true. Half the maps
That'd be
on
good.
Modern Warfare 2 are kind of crap.
No, they're not.
it's
that one,
there,
dude.
you put yourself.
Just that
It's
one.
just that
The
one.
Mexican border.
So correct
That
me if
isn't
wrong,
that bad,
Aiden, I
though.
think you were trying to be slick, but are you eating and drinking?
I'm eating
while
a
we're-
Whopper.
Yeah, he went to Livingston before this.
Where's our intro man at?
What do you mean?
Right here?
He's always quick to chew my ass. This dude is popping Coke cans open. And
No,
smacking
'cause
his
that
jaws on
one
a
I-
Whopper.
Look, that
Man,
one I
gotta
said, you want to hear something?
Man's got to eat. I mean, you've got to eat less, but he's got to eat.
Oh,
What?
you calling me
Did he
fat.
try to make a fat joke?
I think he did.
I think he did too.
I did. Well,
This is
Yeah,
why
that
the
was
Dumpster Fire podcast will never be able to go to face cam because you make me insecure about myself. What kind of intro man are you?
Yeah.
Maybe we should redo the whole intro and you talk each of us up. Like you give us all like a promo.
give what? Give one each of you a compliment or something like that? Is that what
No,
you
just give
want?
us a promo like hype us up, you know? Like and now
Uh,
Billy
Racho man.
The Chicago Bulls.
Billy Macho Man Randy Savage.
Uh,
He eats steaks and lifts barbell plates. He's the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour.
like I don't want to be lying to our
Okay.
two
Okay.
viewers.
Anyway.
So what's today? What are we discussing today, Blaine?
I don't know, Mikey. I'm trying to figure that out as we speak. The reason why is
We
because
do-
the thing I usually do, I don't know where it is. Like, I usually go on like a little thing, gives me like little topic ideas and all this other stuff. And I usually just type in.
So we're not original?
No, we're not
he-
original.
He didn't mean to say that.
Aw, I'm a-
We're all the
He
way
didn't mean to say
original.
that.
Actually, I think now, while we're thinking of our original content, and Blaine's trying to get everything set up because he's doing important stuff right now, is a good time to plug our merch.
We have merch.
We don't
We have
have
merch.
Yeah.
We don't have
Well, we
merch.
sell it at my store. We sell it at my
We have
hotel.
merch.
We have merch. I
We have
guess.
What kind of
Yeah.
merch is it?
Well, because
It's-
we are the Dumpster Fire podcast, we have a special
Trash
on
can sale.
Glade trash bags, Glade trash cans. We have a special on buy one get one half off.
T-shirts.
We are joking about this. If we ever got big and sold trash bags,
That would be lit.
Yeah, and they'll sell. That's the thing. They would
It'd be like
sell.
it'd be like Supreme selling their crowbar. I feel like we could just sell trash bags to people and they'd wear them.
We'll have like the intro man Mikey's face on the trash bag.
Well, I don't know if I want my face on a trash bag. I feel like
You're the
I
intro
don't see that
man.
going there.
You're the man of the hour, man.
Okay. Oh, okay. So what you're telling? You're just invalidating yourself. Are you saying you're not part of this team, Billy? You're trying to say?
Well, I was kicked off for 2 weeks. I've been on a
Well, now you're
2 week
here.
hiatus.
Now you're here. See, now you gotta get on the. Now you gotta get back on the trash bag.
No, that's just the
Nope,
intro
there's,
man.
there's.
My face is not gonna sell. Blaine's face is not gonna sell. Aiden's face is not gonna sell. They want to know the man behind that electrifying intro
Yeah.
that gives people goosebumps.
All right.
They're the first person.
They-
You're the first person they hear and the last person they hear.
Exactly.
They want you.
They want you, Mikey. Plus,
I want
you're
you.
the intro man. You have to take these
What?
liberties.
What do you mean?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What do you mean?
I don't know who that was.
Young man.
It was my ferret.
Why'd you start saying YMCA?
Anyway, bro. Anyway,
Did he?
after this such slanderous.
Did he?
Did who do what?
Did you start saying the YMCA
I thought
thing?
he said young man. Did he not?
No,
Young man.
I mean, I may say young man, but I wasn't singing the YMCA.
I think you were.
Young man.
I was not singing the YMCA. I don't even like the YMCA.
Alright, so, Aiden, I got a question for you.
Hmm?
Do you lace up your Jordans when you wear them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's another reason. I don't.
Speaking of
You don't?
Speaking of
Like
Jordans,
that.
yo,
No, you can't do that,
Classic
like-
now.
If you're white.
I do it, and I'm white.
Yeah, but you don't.
Mikey, why'd you say speaking of Jordans? What's up?
Well,
Back
okay,
up.
so not necessarily Jordans, but new shoes. I wanted some new shoes a while back, and they were like really not. They were like some really nice Nikes. But you know, as Nikes are, they were like $70+ bucks, and I was like, ouch, that hurts. But I really wanted some. Well, now that it's I got paid today, I can probably go get some shoes now.
What are they? What are they?
They're like some white Nikes
Oh my god, Mikey.
Like, what's the name?
with
I just like how Blaine
they're-
missed the
like-
echo so much. He said,
with,
"What
like,
are they twice?"
blue.
White Nike shoes.
And
like
Mikey,
blue. They have like blue or red. I don't know. That's
Are
all I
they
remember. They were
Blazers?
like,
Do you lace up your boots, Billy?
yeah, totally.
not usually, but Mikey, I'm not slandering the intro man. I know I've kind of done that this podcast at all.
But
But- It's obviously
Blaine,
going to get worse for
talk
you
over
in
Billy
life
for just a
as
second.
life goes on.
What, Aiden?
Why's that?
Oh, never mind.
no, let's have two different conversations going.
Yeah. And we're-
But
on
no,
fire right
I
now.
tried to not lace them up, and my shoelaces was too long.
See, I don't have that problem. I guess because I have,
Fat feet.
yeah. I'm up fucking 12s out here.
But anyways,
Oh,
Mikey, like I said, not throwing any slander. I'm wearing like $2 cowboy boots, so
Two-
definitely not. I don't
that
spend
is-
money at all.
That's
Did
Yeah,
you-
believe me, we know.
$2 cowboy.
Mikey, I don't know if you were here, but Billy sat in the party talking about how much he wanted to play Call of Duty with us, and just won't buy it.
That is true.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
enough about my money habits. So anyway, Mikey, but it's going to be a cruel world for you ahead if you ever want to buy shoes. Because here's the thing: you said, they're a real nice pair of Nikes, which I believe you. I'm sure they are a real nice pair of Nikes. But then you said they were like $70. Mikey, let me tell you something, man. Those are Rack Room Nikes. Rack Room Nikes are $70. If you go to Nike.com or go to a Foot Locker and buy some actual pair of Nikes, they're gonna run you like $140.
There's some
sure.
Nikes that are like $7. They're not like
Yeah, at Rack Room there is.
not like on Nike website.
Okay,
and
that's
stuff.
where we get them from.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like those are also the type of Nikes they sell at Rack Room.
Hey, nah. I used to only have Rack Room Nikes.
I did too. I would used to always get the same shoe the Nike Air Maxes at Rack Room. That was $64, but in a different colorway because I thought they looked so cool. I'm not even dogging Rack Room Nikes. He just said $70 was expensive for a Nike shoe when there are Nike shoes on the regular that sell for $700.
You know my boots
Yeah,
are more
but most of
expensive
the
than
time
my
I'll be
Jordan.
buying. Most of the
I
time I don't be
believe it.
buying $70 shoes, so that's why I said that.
But
Get
you
you
said you
some
didn't.
Shaqs.
So I'd
You
be
said you
buying.
wouldn't buy them.
No, I said most of the time I wouldn't. I mean, like, I kind of want a nice pair of shoes because most
Have
of
you
the time I
bought
just
them
buy
yet?
some cheap ones because I don't really care. I ain't
No,
bought them
dude,
yet. I just
look.
said I can go get them.
Cheap Nikes, you can find some ones that go crazy. I don't care.
Okay, this is perfect for Mikey not buying those shoes. We can segue into what Aiden was saying. Do you know what else is $70? Modern Warfare 2. So if
Why
Mikey's
should just
too
go ahead
cheap
and
to
get
buy
it?
a pair of shoes that he'll use every day.
I'm not even too cheap. I literally am going to go get them within the next few days.
At Old Navy?
I never said I wasn't going to get them.
That's what I said about
Oh, I don't know
MW2
if I
ever
could.
since
I don't
One
know if
Night
I could
came
show
out.
my face back in there.
Oh, I don't think you told him that.
No, but you're
You
still,
ghosted
bro.
Old Navy.
You ghosted the
Oh
company?
yeah, I did ghost on there. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I just
Because I think the last podcast
The
we did, you
last-
still worked there. Right?
yeah. On our last one that we did, but we they most time they call you. Like I feel like most places they call you like, hey, yeah, can you work this day and this day? But yeah, I can do that. Well, they decided they did that once, and I said I can do that. Well, they did it again. This time they didn't call me and verify it with me, so they did this cool thing where they just changed the schedule without asking me, and I said that's not gonna fly. So when they when they tried to tell me I needed to stay longer, I said, yeah, that's not gonna happen. And I just left and didn't come back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So they asked you to come in twice and you just like wasn't having it?
No. They asked me to come in once. Okay, so they changed my schedule when they asked me the first time. They asked me like, "Oh, can you work till 10?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do that." Well, then they asked me, "It's like, hey," or no, they didn't ask me the second time. They said, I just found out that they were basically just telling me to work till 3, even though I didn't verify, like, ask or say it was okay. So I'm just like, well, you didn't ask me or text me, so yeah, well, that's not gonna happen because they didn't like check to see if it was okay with me. So I decided that's not like
They
they
didn't,
didn't
they
even
didn't know they was messing with the intro, man.
Yeah.
Because Mikey, they're kind of your boss, so they don't gotta verify anything with you. They go, you work this day.
Well, no. I mean, they kind of do because like like they asked me if I could work this day. I was like, yeah, I can do that. Well, then they just told me I had to come in, but like I
Yeah.
wasn't, but no, I wasn't scheduled to work that day. So like they kind of need to make sure that it's okay with me. That's like like if I can't, then they can't just be scheduling me.
Yeah, they can.
You know,
What is the best kind of bread?
I don't know.
No,
Like
I would
that
say
if
they
you,
can, but I don't think they should.
Yeah.
Like they gotta tell you that they're doing it.
Where I work, there's a 2 week in advance scheduled. Like you have to. That's the schedule we have, just 2 weeks in advance.
yeah, that's what ours was
And-
like 2 weeks.
And like, if my boss just says, "Hey man, can you work this day?" and if I say yeah, then he puts me down. If I say no, he don't. And that's
Yes,
how.
they,
That's, I think
that's
that's
what
the
they used.
legality of
Like
it.
that's what they normally did.
Like Aiden was kind of getting at, or I think this is what Aiden was getting at. It's probably the best, thing and the most courteous thing to ask you, hey, can you do this? Or hey, can you come in and verify with you and check? They don't have to. You work for them. They pay you. Like they don't gotta do anything. Like I said, now, like, would it be nice and is it the right thing to do? 100%, absolutely. If I ever was the boss of anything, any company, I would try to do that. Which I never want to be the boss because being the boss means you have to be an asshole, and that's why they get paid extra being the boss or the manager or the CEO or whatever you want to say.
Whatever they do.
But they don't
I'm
got
kind
to.
of like the boss of this.
You are?
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, I'm kind of like the boss of this because I'm always bossing y'all.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think our views went down whenever I wasn't on the podcast, so you made the wrong move there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, it wasn't because I told my mom and my siblings to stop watching it. So anyway, what'd you say, Blaine? Best bread?
I was just trying to get off the whole yelling at each other. But
this beef with me and the intro man will never stop.
okay. Are y'all okay? So I have an issue, right?
Okay.
I'm very
A bunch of them, actually. I know you for a while.
Yes.
Go ahead. No.
I'm about to flatten my motherboard.
I'm very influenced by music.
Very influenced by TikTokers.
Okay, so
I'm easily
Like-
persuaded.
I don't ever plan on a farm. I don't ever plan to live a country life or whatever.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
The driver truck or my company truck or whatever we drive is stuck on a country music playlist.
Yeah, you work in Tennessee.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's everywhere, dude.
that checks out.
Okay. So I can't change that, you know.
You can't change the radio.
No. So it's always on 94.7 the Country Giant.
Mm-hmm.
And
Dude, I swear I've heard every talk
Dear
thing they've done.
God.
They just, if you listen to them, they replay the things like they talk about.
yeah, I'm starting to get there. But anyway, like this one day I was driving back to the store. I heard this one song. I think it's by Morgan Wallen or something like that. I'm like, it would be cool to own a nice diesel on a farm. And then I got, I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about? I don't want to do any of that shit. And it's just, I wonder if you guys have that same issue. Am I the only
No,
one?
not really.
Okay.
No, I will say this. Like, I wear a cowboy hat because I just like cowboy hats. Exactly.
Don't fit you very good.
I just
but
like cowboy hats.
He wears a
And-
cowboy hat because he's an Indian outlaw.
I hate Tim McGraw. Anyway, I'm sure.
Wait,
he didn't even
you're
know
not
that's who that
half
was by.
chickadee and chaw chaw?
No, but anyway, I wear a cowboy hat because I think it looks cool. And then also, one of my favorite
told you that?
singers are Garth Brooks, and he sings about rodeoing. So does George Strait. George Strait sings about rodeoing. Now that sounds cool. And like I said, just the whole premise of riding a bull and wearing a cowboy hat and just stuff like that. All that stuff sounds cool. And like I said, I did wear a cowboy hat partially for that reason. I never won a rodeo in my life.
Yeah.
I barely like trail riding horses. I used to trail ride horses, and it wasn't. It was fun for the first 5 minutes, but then after one, and I got invited back to another one, I was like, oh, would I like to go trail riding again? Well, actually, I'm still trying to find my right nut from last trail ride, so I don't think I will. So, but
So
anyways,
what you're telling me is that a countryman will not survive.
Basically.
I wouldn't survive if I was a countryman. I guess I don't know. I guess that's what I'm saying. Point is like Garth Brooks
Alright.
sings about rodeoing a lot, and I think it's cool, and I like the music that he sings. Obviously, he's one of my favorite singers. I would never want a rodeo in my life.
So, I ain't the rough cut cowboy type.
Yeah, we know.
Well, Aiden, you're not influenced by music.
No, not really.
That's a lie.
It means a lie.
Okay, whenever all I heard from you, whenever we first met in junior high, was G and R. All you would do is play guitar. Like that was your character trait, was guitar.
Well, I mean,
Like if I ask people hey, you know Aiden? You're like, oh, the dude that plays guitar. I'm like, that's the one. And then you
No,
start
that's
listening to
Slender
rap
Purple.
music. You started listening to rap music,
Did I
and
say that?
you just stopped playing guitar. I've never heard you talk about a guitar, or I've never seen you touch a guitar after that.
I don't know. It's kind of annoying bringing it up. I feel like
How's that annoying?
I don't know. Like if there's like campfire or something where people's like, oh, bring guitar. I'm like, nah, I really don't want to.
That I agree with you on that, and that's so annoying.
That's stupid. Yeah, because I'm
Like
trying-
I don't mind doing it, but like
I will
I
not
don't
play
want
any
to.
song.
I don't want
you
to be the
know.
one that gets it.
Yeah.
Like if somebody was like, hey, play this with me, then I would. But I'm not gonna be the one like, hand me that guitar.
Yeah, you're not going to initiate it. No, I get that.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, I'm trying to chill out, enjoy the fire, and talk, and then you got one of our friends. I don't know if I should say his name or not, but he'll just whip out a guitar and just start just hammering on it, and no one knows 2/3 of the song he's playing, which he's actually probably playing a song because he's really good at playing guitar, but no one will know the song that he's playing, and then he'll just randomly start singing, and I'm trying to have a conversation with everyone, and all I hear is that said person singing and playing guitar, which I doubt he'll watch this, but if he ever does watch this, he knows who I'm talking about. But
Did you do it last time at a fire?
yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did.
he did.
Yeah, White knows exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
I know who it is to do.
Wait, are y'all talking about me?
No.
No,
Do
when have
play
you ever
guitar?
picked up a guitar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
intro man.
I thought
You
that's
play
fire.
guitar?
Weren't y'all there?
Everything
Weren't
about
y'all
the
there?
intro man, huh?
Like you were carving a stick.
Well, I've had
I
many
forgot about
talents.
I forgot he
Look,
spent like 30 minutes sharpening
no,
a
it wasn't
stick
30
and I
minutes.
snapped
It was like a good
It was
two
a
or
long
3
time.
hours. Yeah, it was a long
And then I
time.
snapped it.
No,
Then
Blaine
Blaine
snapped.
threw
Or
up.
no, James.
I did throw
James
up.
snapped the first one.
Yeah. No, this sounds like a boring bonfire considering like one of the funniest things that happened at that bonfire was our intro man, the Mouth of the South, Mikey, sharpening a stick for 45 minutes. But for some reason that was funny, especially because people kept on snapping the stick. Which in all reality, me saying this now, it just sounds like
A
very,
dick
very
move.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be funny at all. But it was really funny. The second most exciting thing was Blaine went on to shotgun, what was it, 6 Mountain Dews?
Yeah.
6 Mountain Dews and
I thought it was
threw
like
up
8 or 9.
everywhere.
Yeah. And then
6 Mountain Dews and a bunch of cold hot dogs.
yes. and then
I had
I
fun.
proceeded
Cool
to not
hot
drink a
dogs.
Mountain Dew since.
Billy's brother was mad. He's like, "My Mountain Dews." He was so mad, bro.
Hey,
I
a
never
win
saw
is a
somebody
win.
so mad
A
about
win is a
Mountain
win.
Dews. Like, I was gonna drink those Mountain Dews. Like, give me my burger back.
Yeah, me and Aiden got to go shopping that day, which that was actually really funny too, but not everyone was
That was
there.
pretty fun.
Right. We need to do that more. Oh, I want to.
Go shopping.
No, just have more social interaction, like as bonfires and stuff like that.
I don't want to hang out with y'all anymore than
Mikey will never go again.
I have.
He's gonna bring a metal rod instead of a wooden stick.
We'll have to bribe him with D&D.
Bring a file.
Hey, Mikey, we're gonna have a bonfire. We're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons there.
Where
He's
have the
like-
books?
He's like, intro man
Books!
is in there.
What?
He said, "I'll bring my books."
Books?
You got books
What
for
do you
this?
mean? Yeah, it's not like a video game. It's like a tabletop game.
Yeah, but that's gay. You got a book. Like, I'm not saying Dungeons and Dragons is, but you gotta buy a book for it. Then no.
You want to know how much? Okay, there's a lot of books that go into this. How much money it would cost to buy all like just basically the main books, and I guess you could say DLC.
DLC
Don't
in
say
an
You're not
imaginary
really
game.
doing this,
Yeah,
are
you're
you?
not.
You're not doing this right now, are you?
It would cost you well
Oh my God.
over $1,000
God damn.
because that's
$1,000.
the main
Stretching over
books,
tennis
the
shoes.
source.
On a game you play with your imagination.
Yeah, that is terrible. You'd have to play with some rich virgins to get the full experience.
Yeah.
In their mom's basement.
Oh well, like in most things, you can borrow a copy. Borrow, you know,
From the
like
library? Who has those here?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
no, not like borrowing, but like
Stealing?
borrowing. You know. Whoa, no.
Wait, how do you
We-
steal a? How do you? What do you mean?
Online?
Like on the internet?
Yeah, but technically you have to pay for them. But like, just like most things, you just get a PDF for it.
The
Just
one
download
guy
it.
just took it for the team.
Yeah, basically, or you know, like, yeah, basically, he just took it for the team.
That
But
one dude, dude.
Stupid.
I do not endorse. We all are stupid. Yeah, like
No, like the concept. Mikey explains it like it's real fun, but ain't no way I'm spending any kind of money on an imaginary video game.
you don't
There's
have
no
you don't
way
have
I'm
to spend
playing
any money
that.
on it. I've never spent a dime on it. Like I said, there's literally all the stuff on the internet. Like,
Have your friends spent money on it?
You spent
No, we gotta-
you spent a
We
more
literally
valuable
have
thing
got-
than money on it, Mikey. You spent time on it, and that
yeah, because I enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's fair.
And you spend most of your-
that's
and-
fair. That's fair.
And you spend your time in a hat that doesn't even look good on you. Like cowboy hats are
Oh,
not
my
your thing,
Lord.
Billy. You need to stop wearing those things.
We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this.
Mikey's
fucking
going
clown
crazy.
over there. Talking about my cowboy hat.
And like Morgan Wallen or whoever you said was your favorite artist, like bro,
Morgan Wallen's not my favorite artist. I don't listen to Morgan Wallen.
Who?
Garth Brooks.
He said Tim
oh
McGraw.
my bad, they're all the same. They are all the
Whoa.
same. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I cannot stand country
Wow.
music. I
Old
hate it
country
so
and
much.
new
It's
country are
all
two
the
different
same.
things.
A little racist.
No,
How would
anything
you
past
feel
like
if I said every
2003,
D&D player like you was a
Don't
virgin
say
and wear
like
deodorant?
you makes it sound so much worse.
Well, he was talking about every country music singers all the same. What if I said that every D&D player doesn't wear deodorant and is a virgin? Like, that's some very... I'm not saying that, but that's some very offensive stuff. And he just compared Morgan
but like
Wallen to Garth
it's
Brooks.
true though.
It's true
Like-
that they don't wear deodorant.
Like look, no, no. I was talking about every country music artist basically writes the same music. Like
No, they don't.
okay, I guarantee you, if you took like all of the songs in the last maybe 10 years and just mashed them together, not much would change.
And you
A
know what
lot
the
will
best one's
change.
gonna be?
A lot will change.
You know what the best one's gonna be?
What's that?
What's the best one gonna be?
Don't start. Yeah, I know what he's gonna say.
It's Carolina, baby.
Yeah, that's a totally. Even though it sucks, it's a unique song on its own. But no,
It's-
it wouldn't.
They don't
See,
suck.
Mikey, this is what I have with people that do this because much like you, there's people that will say every country music song is the same, and some of them are. A great deal of them are. But I can't sit here and have this argument with you when I know you probably know a total of 4 country music songs.
No, I know a lot of country music because that's the only thing that plays on 99% of the radio stations here. And I had to
Name-
listen to the radio for a long time.
Okay. Name 2 country songs that are exactly the same.
Well, there's so many of them though. Like I
Yeah.
have to do my research.
Yeah, you have to do research.
Well,
Exactly.
first of all, I've already said like most of them are, like
The
So-
Red Rag Top by Aiden's boy Tim McGraw is about abortion.
We're
ain't
getting
nobody
sensitive
ain't
topics
nobody like
here.
him anyway.
No,
Ain't
I'm
nobody
not
like
bringing up
him.
abortion. I'm just saying
Some washed up artist.
Tim McGraw sings about abortion in one of the songs, and you got Luke Combs.
Who sings about winning a scratch-off ticket?
Exactly, like 2 different things.
Okay, I cannot name a song, but I've definitely heard a song about somebody
I mean,
winning off
there's the same
scratch
chord
ticket, like,
progressions.
Probably that song.
But Mikey,
probably.
this is not this towards you, but when it comes to this topic, I can't have this discussion because like you and people like you that say this about country music, I cannot listen to it. I'd rather listen to Oprah Winfrey talk about basketball because like neither of you know shit about the topic.
You know what? I'm gonna dedicate the next 5 years of my life. I'm going to listen strictly only country music, and then 5 years from now, we're gonna come back to this topic, and you're gonna look dumb. You're gonna look
And we're gonna be
stupid.
selling trash bags with your face on it. It all come full
Yeah,
circle.
and then and then I'm gonna kick you off the podcast because you look stupid. I'm like, look,
Stop.
I brought my evidence. You look dumb. This is
And
what-
if,
Like you
if
said,
you can
oh,
say
you want a
that-
trash
if
bag?
you can say that in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, take all the years you need. If you can say that and present all the facts and be able to say at the end, you look dumb, they're all the same, I will say you're the better man about that topic. But until then,
I'm gonna start researching now.
because I can say the same thing, Mikey. I don't know if rap music is your music. I really don't. We're not talking about music with Mikey again because his top 3 was like what was it? Art Kelly, Rex Orange County, and Michael Jackson.
What?
I don't know. Anyway,
I was gonna say K-pop, but
Hey, what? I never.
but
What?
I don't listen to rap that much. So I don't know anything about it. But you saying that about country music would be me saying all rap music is about the same stuff. See? And like Blaine listens to rap, Aiden listens
I
to
don't even
rap,
listen
they
to
say
music.
that's not true.
I've adopted a minimalist life, and music is too much of a.
Strictly Dungeons and Dragons.
Music is too much of a variation in my life. I can't have it.
Well, I kind of like. I mean, I'm not saying I don't even listen that much music anymore, but at one point I did listen to a lot of music. Honestly, I'm gonna be 100% with you. Aiden one day brought up the fact that he didn't listen to music, while driving down the road. He listened to podcasts. It's like, that's just weird. So a couple months go by, and I was like, well, let me just try it. Instead of listening to a podcast, well, actually, I did start off with a podcast. It was the Pat McAfee Show.
Mhm.
And then it evolved to me just listening to like random TV shows I like, or movies, sometimes even movies, or stand-up comedy specials that make me laugh
I
going down the
couldn't.
road.
I couldn't watch movie or listen to movies because I feel like I'd have to like watch the movie,
Yeah.
and then that would lead to me.
I mean, I do. Like, I've only
What?
had like a couple wrecks. No, I'm joking. No, I don't. But anyways, it's mainly just stand-up comedy specials, cause like,
Yeah, I
I
did
don't-
get into his car at school and he was watching Dave Chappelle.
yeah, cause
Hey,
Like-
Dave Chappelle.
for the obvious reason, it makes you laugh. Stand-up comedy makes you laugh, but like, there's a certain art form to stand-up comedians.
Yeah.
For them to be able to speak in public, how they set up things, just different things. It's actually really cool to see them do it, to work.
Yeah, I also switched over from listening to music on the way to work. I listen to podcasts as well. Not ours.
Did I was about to plug our podcast, but Blaine said,
The very best Goons
Bye-bye.
podcast.
I don't even listen to that.
Dude, that's the best. I don't even care.
I do listen to it, but I'm all caught up at
we're
the
not
moment.
plugging other podcasts. Well, I said the Pat McAfee Show.
I'll
didn't I?
plug
I
that
guess I-
podcast.
I guess I'll
I
stop
hate
it
getting
before.
caught up on podcasts.
Small-
Everybody go listen to Goons podcast.
Listen to this one first, all of our 3 viewers, though. Please
Stop
finish.
right now. Go listen to all 100-some episodes of the Goons podcast
four.
and come
I'm
back.
four.
Hey, intro man.
Yeah.
You know, do anything about this?
Am I gonna do anything about it?
I listen
Yeah.
to Small Town Murder,
Small Town Murder?
Go
Fuck
listen
true
to Dungeons and
but
Daddies.
it's a comedy show.
Oh,
If there's any Dungeons and Dragons them boys out there, hit my up.
What?
play with you.
What?
he'll play with you.
I mean, probably,
He
but
will. He will do that.
I mean, I probably will play with you because I like the game. But I don't know why they have to be a boy. But
Because you like them
Okay.
boys.
Alright. Mikey plays with Dungeon and Dragon Boys.
I
Anyway,
mean, I'm not gonna turn these accusations down. But
Okay.
I
Anyway,
remember whenever Mikey was talking about Dungeons and Dragons, like when it got first brought up, like he was sitting there talking about it. It sounded like he was crying whenever he was talking about it.
He probably
I don't
was.
remember- like,
How much money
don't remember
he's got to
that.
spend to play the game?
I have not spent any money
Oh,
yet.
yeah.
But that's besides.
not yet.
Mikey, you know what? You've actually changed my life because I've been sitting here for the last 3 or 4 days, however long it's been out, saying that I will not spend $70 on Modern Warfare. But I realized you have to spend $1,000 to play D&D. I might as well suck it up and buy
You
Modern
don't
Warfare.
have to.
So buy it. Buy it
I've
now.
never I haven't spent any money on D&D.
Are you going to? Answer truthfully.
Like, it's just like, oh, if you want to own the books, this is what you have to have.
Like the
But,
Minecraft
like, it's
books.
literally all
So
on the
it's not an
internet.
option.
What do you
Like,
mean? No, okay. Here's what it is. Like 90% of the things on the internet that you want, if there is a website
oh,
for
I
it.
realized.
I use a website that has just all of this stuff uploaded on the website. But some people, they play in person, and some people just like owning the books.
So you know what I just realized? Past 3 episodes.
We've only had 2.
What?
Or counting this one?
Yeah, counting this one.
Okay.
We've only shit on Mikey.
I only shit on Mikey?
No, we all do.
Oh. Dang!
And it will
Is that
continue to
true?
happen.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, because I feel
Yeah,
like,
it
I
is
feel
true,
like for me,
It's okay.
wait, did you guys shit on Mikey in the second one?
I think so.
Because I mean, I listened
Yeah.
to it, but like,
It was
Probably.
kind of bad quality. I'm hoping this one fixes everything.
but,
So I was echoing.
Maybe.
Some-
I don't know.
But I don't
No,
have,
I
so
don't-
far,
What
I
do you
haven't
mean,
heard any
maybe?
echoes, so-
the only reason I shit on Mikey is because me and the intro man had beef. I guess I don't know. He kind of started it. I don't know, but
Newfound beef.
You
Right.
echoing it
I'm doing
was
what
not
I
our
gotta
only
do.
issue. But I'm pretty sure we ironed all the edges out, and I think it'll be all right now.
the only
I
thing
don't know how
about
to iron.
like episode 2 I didn't like was the intro.
Who did the intro?
Mikey.
Okay.
Me. all of them. It just wasn't the same without you, Billy. I didn't have my number
I
2.
think we shit on you in the second episode too.
You did.
Yeah.
There for the
Oh, yeah,
first
we
7
did.
minutes, it was just me.
It was fun. It was good fun.
I mean, I meant it all.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Actually, when he said it just wasn't the same without you, Billy, I actually thought me and Mikey was about to squash the beef, and then
He
something
said
like that
something
happened.
about
So
that, yeah.
this is going to be a
It's like,
continuous
psych,
battle.
I lie.
Gonna
So,
squash Mikey's head in.
let's take
Where
a.
did that random act of violence come on?
I don't know. We're just so on that note, Aiden, did you figure out your issue with your computer?
No, I don't. I don't have. Well, so, Billy lost the charger.
Damn you, Billy.
Well, no, I think that's unfair to say.
What do you mean?
Because, first of all, I'd like to point out, if Aiden wasn't sitting there thinking about different ways to kill Mikey, like he obviously is doing, he would already have this problem fixed by now.
Wait,
I need a power supply.
No, Aiden is. Anyway, so that's unfair because I had the charger and the laptop right next to my bed, like I have Blaine's laptop. If you ever come over, Blaine's laptop and charger is right next to my bed.
Till you come over and the laptop's there and the charger's gone.
So
In his
no.
defense, he does live with 2 morons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what happened. Connor used that laptop too. He didn't really ask me, which I already said his name. Anyway, he didn't really ask me, but I don't care, you know. I didn't even pay for the laptop. I mean, I know that's a crappy thing to say. I really appreciate it, and I tried to pay Aiden for the laptop. He said, no, I want you to owe me a favor or something like that, you know, which
Wink,
I
wink.
hate. Yeah. But anyway, so
Wait a second.
whenever Chris goes on one of these, like, cleaning kicks,
He
my
doesn't-
older brother, by the way, he goes on one of these cleaning kicks, you have to be there in the room to tell him what not to move, what not to throw away and stuff. Because if you're not there, he just goes wild and moves everything in a spot where only he knows. And then, like, 2 weeks later, whenever you're looking for said thing, and you ask him, he said, I don't really remember where I put it.
So have like you not yet found it still? I think we should probably crucify Chris.
Okay, I have not yet found it, but also, I will be 100% honest. Like 2 days after that night we were looking for it, I stopped looking for it, and I was like, I'm sure,
He'll
you
turn
know.
up eventually.
Yeah, or Aiden will figure something out. Aiden's a resourceful guy; he'll figure something out. And I said, like, in MW2 is coming out, he'll forget all about this, which I'm glad he's not, because, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know if he plans on using the laptop. That's why he wanted to fix it. But he actually let me borrow that laptop for school work for months, and I do appreciate that. Worst comes to worst, I go to Walmart and buy a charger. But Aiden actually says you don't know if they actually sell those chargers, like, separately. I don't know if they do either.
Aiden, is it like the big one or the little?
Oh, I got
one?
a quad feed. Don't you guys
Hell
know
yeah.
that?
Hell yeah. Is it like the big charger or is it like the small one like my Chromebook?
It's a little circle.
Mine's also a little circle.
It's bigger than that one.
Okay, then I may have another one for it
There you go.
somewhere.
Problem solved, Aiden.
But yeah,
Could it be those screws in there messing like it up?
yeah, it could be like jumping circuit or something, or you know,
See-
just something came loose and ain't supposed to be.
Maybe those
Kinda
screws
like-
ain't in the right spot to mess the laptop up, but here's the thing.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking, because they're like in magnetic to it, however you say that.
I don't know, but like here's the thing, like those screws were always like shaking around and loose in there.
Yeah, I know.
Ever since I got it.
It was like that whenever I.
Well, I won't say
Almost.
ever since I got it, because I really wasn't paying attention enough the first
It
day
was.
to say ever since I got it, but I
It
know
was.
it was when I was using it.
It was ever since you got it, because I gave it to you, and it's done that for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Intro, man.
Yeah.
we doing?
What are you doing, intro, man? You seem very focused.
Playing a
Dungeons and Dragons
Dungeons
solo
and Dragons
mode,
game.
campaign only.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It's a cause
Anyway, Mikey,
yeah.
I got
Mhm.
something to ask you. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
intro, man. our Lord and Savior
Yeah.
intro man. I got something
That
to
is
ask
me.
you.
All right, I can answer it.
With working at Dollar General, being very busy
Uh-huh.
as the key holder, we gonna clap it up for that? Did we already clap it up for
Yeah.
the promotion?
You already caught it up. Don't do it again.
Okay. You say you want to do it again?
No, don't do it again.
Okay, we want to do it again. So, anyway, between your key holder duties at Dollar General, you playing D&D, and having a very busy life as we established, how do you practice this intro?
Mirror before work.
Yeah.
In the mirror before work?
Basically. Mm-hmm.
So I got a follow-up question. While you're practicing in the mirror before work, do you ever fall back asleep while you're practicing it?
No, because generally I work at night.
That would put me to
Yes,
bed.
I mean,
That would put me
you
to
don't
bed.
fall asleep.
I mean, not
saying
at all.
the intro is trash?
What?
Are you saying the intro is trash?
I'm not saying the intro. I didn't say that, Blaine. Don't do that. Don't say that to our intro, man. Our lovely intro, man. That's gonna be on millions and millions of trash bags.
Million, billion.
Or should we sell
Trash
dumpsters?
bags.
Both.
Dumpster's gonna be hard to get. Even though I do,
That's our thing.
but that is. But I do know. I mean, I don't know him personally,
We're about to.
but I do know someone that has a lot of dumpsters because he owns TDS.
Okay.
Okay.
Or so since our picture we have put up here has a dumpster on fire and 2 stockings for some reason, should we just do?
Because it's Christmas time.
Yeah.
No, see, I actually had a problem with that when we first started this podcast.
Mhm.
'Cause I seen the picture, and so we had me and Blaine, when we first started the podcast, had many ambitions, and we realized we were getting in over our head afterward.
Mhm.
But when we was talking about editing stuff, since we started in October, right? Started in October.
I believe so.
Since we started in October, I was actually wanting to crop out the stockings and put like 2 pumpkins there, and then like November like rolls around, put like a turkey or some crap where the stockings is.
Wait,
And
I think
then-
I can manage that.
Well, yeah, it's too
Put
late
a
now
turkey,
because no one really cares about Thanksgiving. Like Mikey said, hey, it's almost Christmas time.
Yeah,
No,
but
it's not.
for the little people.
It's not.
For the little few that do care about Thanksgiving.
I mean, I don't.
Do you care about Christmas or Thanksgiving, Blade?
I mean,
So
No,
like,
no, you don't.
so no, I don't. But
I don't necessarily like. I guess you would say care about it, but I actually kind of like Thanksgiving. I more so hate the fact that people say at the 1st of November, well, it's almost Christmas, you know. Like, nah, it's like another month, and actually, Christmas is at the end of December. So if you say at the 1st of November, you pretty much got 2 months to go through.
depends on how you look at Christmas.
What do you mean?
Some people say the first day of Christmas, and it starts on the 1st. It goes all the way from 25th.
Yeah, those people have money.
Yes.
So, like, I'm poor. My family's been poor. So we had, like, Christmas one day for, like, maybe half a day. If we could afford
You know,
that much.
I've really been thinking about this. I think the reason you are poor is because you act poor.
Which is
Like,
not
just stop
necessarily a bad
acting
thing.
poor.
No, you gotta act broke to stay rich, dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like,
Quite the opposite.
but he's acting too poor, so he's not getting rich because he's
How
like,
am I acting too
"Ooh,
poor?
I'm poor."
How am
Well,
I
okay.
It's by Call of
People,
Duty.
people say you act poor to stay rich. You know, well, if you act
Hey,
too
intro man, do
poor,
you know what it's like growing up in the PJs?
Man,
Huh?
I did grow up in the hood.
I did.
I grew up in the system, so I'm definitely poor.
He did grow up
Literally
in
was
the
adopted.
system.
I grew up in the system, bro. Do not hit me with the PJs.
You say
Like-
PJs?
Makes a
We must-
PJ.
No,
No, the
Mike.
PJs.
We know what
Well,
our
my
intro
tune on?
man has on his mind. Hey,
Yeah.
Mikey's gonna be away from
Like I said,
several
no Februarys.
podcasts. He's gonna be
But,
up on Jerry Jones.
My parents, they lived in my real parents, they lived in a trailer park, which is
The
just
white
as bad.
trash version of the hood.
White, yeah, that is the PJs for mostly white people.
No, in
So,
all
like-
actuality, I would much rather live in those apartments that we lived in. We don't live in them now, of course, but the apartments we did live in than a trailer park.
Well,
I'm not
actually, I will
saying
say,
anything
okay,
bad about
I
a
will
trailer
say-
park or trying
no,
to
I'll
offend
say
anyone.
this was
but
like, this was not like the trailer parks around here. This one was like it was like a nice one. When I explained, like they were all like even, like it was okay. Like imagine you had like 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 a big plot, like a square plot, and all of them were like evenly placed. It wasn't like just one like, oh, they were just thrown around the big plot. Like they were just evenly spaced. Like it was a really nice one. Like, well, as nice as it could get. It actually wasn't that bad
No, that'd be
from what I
good
can
then.
remember.
I just
It
know the
was
trailer
it was
parks down here that we have.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
no, they were
Yeah,
they were in Cookville.
terrible.
They were in Cookville, I think, or somewhere around there. It was nothing like the ones that we have around here.
There's actually like a subdivision next to our trailer parks down here, and I think that's always funny whenever I realize that like the subdivisions right next to the trailer parks. It's like all the rich people decided to build their houses right in the view where they can laugh at the poor people. Like, these
Eat the
assholes, they
poor.
can't believe they're really doing
We
this. But I
we
always thought
kind
that
of
was funny.
I kind of live close to one of those, and it was raining one time, and we saw some lady like bathing in the ditch, like she was naked, bathing in the ditch.
I
I
remember
actually
this
go live next to
story.
you.
No, like
I would do that.
I think she got arrested.
I mean, yeah, I would assume so.
If you're trying to keep her hygiene up, it's kind of tough.
In a ditch.
In the ditch.
I mean, if you can't afford water, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Can't afford it. Do without. No.
But, I mean,
I'm
like, I
washing
would
me
get,
and
like,
my
if it's at,
clothes.
I don't know, 3 o'clock.
No,
in
she
the
didn't have
morning,
clothes on, Mikey.
something like that. But no, this is like broad
Washing
daylight.
me and my
No,
clothes.
she obviously wouldn't think this through because she could go to one of our parks down here,
One of our
down below the
podcasts.
dam, Del Holla,
That's youtube.com.
Gosh.
and they have showers in both those bathrooms.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I do.
so all you people taking baths in a ditch, I don't know if our audience really consists of that. Even though we are called the Dumpster Fire Podcast, it's kind of like we're asking for that. But anyway, there is showers at some parks that usually have camping grounds. So
Usually.
No,
maybe
around here though. So
maybe
I don't even think
consider
about
that
it.
as an option.
Yeah. Maybe you refrain from bathing in ditches at 12 o'clock.
Or
in the morning.
don't. Just do whatever, bro.
Yeah, live your life.
Just stink.
Whatever makes you happy.
Do what makes you.
Actually, don't live your life because you just heard Aiden say she got arrested for that.
She did, but I mean, was she happy
Yeah.
though?
Yeah,
See, it's kind of the question.
Probably not, because honestly, taking or bathing in the ditch probably didn't help her any. Because usually, like, I can take a shower and I can bathe for 30 minutes straight. If I don't put deodorant on, I stink within 25 minutes. So it don't matter. And if she can't afford water, she probably can't afford deodorant. So, you know.
Yeah.
Who's saying she couldn't afford
Of
it?
course.
What did you say, Aiden?
So who's saying she couldn't afford it?
Deodorant or water?
It's like not a very good place down there.
Yeah. I don't know. But, I mean, it is what it is. I guess everyone has their own way of doing things. So.
All right, me
No,
personally,
no.
you'll never catch me. But
Never catch him bathing.
In a ditch.
Because he plays.
yeah,
Actually, I don't
No,
know.
just
Yeah.
bathing.
you want to hear something? No, y'all want to hear something interesting?
Sure.
There was this dude. There's this dude. Somewhere, I don't remember where. Somewhere kind of like in the eastern part of the world, and he had like a phobia of bathing, and like this man literally had not bathed for like 60 years. Well, like the people, like the village people that he lived with, like pestered him for so long that they got him to take a bath, and he literally died in like a few months later from taking the bath because he had lived
real?
like 60, 70 years, and they're just like, take a bath. He's like, fine, and then he died.
Wait,
Almost
so
immediately.
he hasn't bathed for 60 years, right?
Yeah, he hadn't bathed for like almost his whole life,
So
and
he
then
was
like
probably,
they got him to bathe.
he was probably real
Huh?
old, and like hygiene does play a part in your health. So I don't think it was the bath that killed him. Like he was that old, it could have been any, you know.
Yeah,
that
but
killed him.
if hygiene's a part of it, then I doubt he would have lived to like that age.
Intro
Somebody
man,
said,
are you
"Yeah,
trying to
nah."
get all of our viewers and us to not take baths anymore? Is that what you're saying right
You
now?
know what's crazy? I actually heard like over the radio, like I heard a doctor from some university like say that we do not need to take showers every day.
I know.
We don't need to take them in general, but it's like it's just
Me
a
either.
social thing.
I don't take them.
Oh, 100%. Like,
No, Mikey
actually,
be stinking, dude. I don't care who says
yeah,
that.
I know, that was wild that Mikey actually fessed up to that. But anyways, the thing, I don't know about taking a shower. I take a shower every day. Used to when I didn't have really long hair. Of course, I really need a haircut now, and my hair's gone out. It's getting way out of
It's all
control.
gross.
It's hitting his legs.
Yeah, but anyway, I used to not wash my hair every day because that would just make it more greasy. It seemed like if I washed and conditioned every day. It's supposed to be bad for your hair too. So
Well, yeah. But it's kind of like it probably is like a social thing because I mean but I mean at the same time, why wouldn't you? Because I mean I'm sure everyone don't want to fucking stink everywhere. So
oh yeah, I mean yeah, it's nothing but a social thing. It's not like anything majorly to
Nah.
do with. I don't know.
I'll be liking the steak.
It all depends on what you do because it's like if you work
Mikey
in
likes his
construction
must.
or
Musk.
carpentry,
That's
Must.
what's
like you probably need a bathe just
Yeah.
because like you're getting cuts and then bacteria will get in those cuts and like it might lead to health problems.
I'm not
but
sure how they do it over at Dollar General, but
Around here, you bathe.
No, Dollar General workers could probably get away with it. Honestly, not saying that about
Oh.
Dollar General workers. No, I'm not saying. I'm
For
just
the people
saying
that come
that-
in it, for the people that come in the store, yeah, you can get away with it.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, but
Now, some people that come in my store smell awful. I'm like, oh my god.
I actually think, but I do think
is that not you?
No,
Okay.
because like I know my musk. I know.
Okay.
But I do think bathing's like more of a social thing more than anything. But I mean, it can be a health thing. I personally think.
I don't think it would kill you.
I
Well,
couldn't
depends
not
on
bathe.
what the
I
situation.
think we should do it
is.
like on all days, like in Rome, all days in one fountain house.
Well, it definitely won't kill you because
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure these people hadn't took a shower. In
No,
months, but
no,
I've
it
seen
was like-
people that's like
No, it's just this
probably
dude, but he
took
had a
shower in
phobia,
months.
so like it was probably like I don't know, you could probably die from that, like if because it was like he was just he had literally had like a phobia of like bathing. I don't know why, but like
Mikey keeps saying phobia and still doesn't know what it means.
what?
You keep saying phobia, but you still
I
don't know
know
what it means.
I know what phobia means.
No,
Spell
you
it.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Spell it.
Wrong.
PHOBIA.
Starts with a W.
It's not Wobia.
Well, yeah.
The H is silent.
Anyways, I don't know. Maybe Mikey is saying that once he took the bath, it got his stress levels up. That he had a heart attack or
look up.
something. But phobia
Look
doesn't
up.
mean that you're like that's a disease. Like
I know, but it's just like
While-
like hold on, let me look this up.
While Mike is looking that up, I want to point out, I don't know if Billy meant to or whatever when he came here, but he could almost completely miss my house. Like he was going so fast. Like, oh, it's right here. He slammed on his brakes. Oh, I meant to back in.
and I actually did back in, and it was pretty perfect.
Yeah,
I'm not
like-
gonna lie, it was pretty solid.
But I just wanted to point that out. It's kind of I remember that.
I'm an improviser. Blaine. It's
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean,
I really do.
if you wanted to
this,
show
know?
out, you could just tell me.
Well, yeah, I should turn my headlights off, even though if I was
Okay, no,
backing
here
up, I
okay,
don't know
here's
how that would help,
here's what it
but-
was. The reason he
Did you
didn't
turn it
wash
Nah.
with soap and water
So they're still on.
was because like
Are you serious?
the
My headlights?
he was he was
They're on
afraid
right
that
now.
he was gonna
No,
get
we're
sick.
not backing in. Oh, sorry, Mike, go ahead.
The reason that he didn't bathe was because he was afraid he was gonna get sick. So it was probably one of those things where it's like, like how they say like, oh, when you're sick, it's kind of like a mentality thing. Like, oh, if you think you're gonna die, you're probably gonna die. Well, when he did all this, he probably was so afraid of getting sick that he probably did get sick and died from it.
Well, that's essentially what I was saying, because it's not that if you're afraid you're going to die or if you're afraid you're going to get sick, you die.
Well, I
or
wasn't
you
trying to
get
say that the
sick,
bath
whatever.
itself killed him. But I'm just saying like
He might have stressed himself out over the bath
that's probably what it
and
was.
getting sick and then collapsed because of a heart attack, or just, I guess, collapsed because of stress because he was old. I don't know. But, like, I've had the flu multiple times. And I've had the flu real bad multiple times, and I was like, man, I might die.
Did you?
That's it.
Probably you
Like,
exaggerated.
Did you?
no, me and Aiden went talking for a while.
What a shame.
Because, he's kind of a douche. No, I'm joking. But me and Aiden went talking there for a while, and I got the flu, and I was like, and it was really bad. And I was sitting there, bedridden. I was like, I might die. And I was like, I gotta patch up some stuff. So
Oh my God.
I added back Aiden back on Snapchat, and I said, Aiden, what's good?
Look, man, I ain't gonna make it much longer. I ain't gonna make it much longer. Please forgive me.
And then like,
Don't have to do that again, Maggie.
but then when I texted him, I was like, hey, what's good, Aiden? And like I said, I had the flu at this point. Aiden's like, oh, and we chatted there for a while, and he goes, hey, in a couple days, you want to go egging with me? I was like, sure. I'm like,
Oh, sure.
I
First,
thought,
put that
I
egg on
thought
the.
it was like,
Oh my God.
kind of crazy that the first time I texted Aiden in a while, one of the first activities he proposed to me was basically saying, hey, you want to go get arrested with me?
Hey, are we the only ones that do that?
Exactly.
What do you mean?
There's like a couple other counties around us that do that.
Yeah, because like.
Well, egging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just a good person in general. I've never egged before. That's just y'all.
Yeah, but
Because
like,
I'm not an ass.
whenever I go through Livingston, or even if I go to Cookville or something like that, especially on Halloween, there's no one doing it. It's just our little town.
Yeah, 'cause they don't let them.
I would assume that
Our
it's
town
easier
lets
to
us.
do it in like
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
a
I can
smaller
see
town.
that, yeah.
because half the kids that are egging, their dads are cops of this smaller town, so
Yes,
like they
yeah.
really don't give a shit.
That's honestly the reason I went the year I
Well,
went.
and like
My dad was a cop down here.
Yeah.
one of my coworkers asked, like, a cop, why didn't you do anything? He said it's a tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's look, whenever me and Aiden went egging, these cops actually did come down here and they were new cops or whatever. And they wasn't from Clay County.
Clay County, Georgia.
Clay County, Georgia?
Yeah.
But anyway, they wasn't from here. And, these cops were, fucking saying, oh, stop this shit. Why are you doing this shit? Stop this, doing stuff like that. One of the guys that was sitting there egging just simply told him, we're not going to stop. It's a tradition. And the cops were like, oh, word? And left.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, he went and sat over, like, beside where he was, and somebody hit him with an egg, and he got real mad.
Yeah, then he got mad again, and he got worked up again. He's like,
Do you know he quit?
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. But then he started coming over there and cussing us, and they're like,
Yeah, it was like,
dude,
I
it's
gave you
tradition,
guys a
calm
chance.
down. And
And
then
he left again.
no one fessed up to throwing the egg.
And yeah.
And then he just said, I'm going to leave you guys alone. And he left.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story, he was a dick for no reason.
We
Well,
hit
no, that
Blaine's
was the
dad's
reason. We
cop
was
car
doing
with
something
eggs.
illegal. It's just the moral of the story is Clay County, Georgia's the police department might be a little bit corrupt. A little bit of politics going on there.
Yeah, we sliding the money.
No, dude. Well, yeah, but like, come on, man. It's just tradition.
No, it's cool. Like, no, I'm not
'Cause
saying stop doing it or stop people from doing
I've
it.
kind of thought about it. I'm sure it's a whole lot easier and safer to let them do it than to try to chase down people and do all that stuff.
Yeah, but after 3 teenagers die, I guarantee there won't be too many people egging after that.
Somebody had a seizure.
I didn't know that.
They got hit. Their window was down for some reason. They got hit and it busted their eardrum, and they had a seizure.
That was their own fault. Why are you going through town with the window down on Halloween?
On Halloween.
Yeah. That's another thing. I hate when people drive their like nice new cars through town on Halloween.
Well, here's the thing. How old was the person?
I have no idea.
Because that was an older guy. Let's just assume a couple things. He's probably living on retirement. And he probably does own a nice vehicle. And that's probably the only vehicle that he owns. Because, he's retired. He's chilling. He's making money doing nothing. He's trying to live out the rest of his life. This being an older dude, it's possible that he just fucking forgot it was Halloween. And he was trying to get home.
I think it was a woman.
Well, she forgot it was Halloween.
Women
She's trying to
drivers.
get home. And she gets smacked with an egg. And has a seizure. You know, that's pretty fucked up. I was never worried about that. When me and Aiden went, like, it was cool, and it was mainly just cool because I was hanging out with Aiden again, but I didn't like it. Not because it was like a dick... not because it, was like a dickhead thing to do. It was just mainly... It wasn't like my morals saying, hey, don't do this. It was mainly just me being like, this ain't really as fun as I thought it would be. And then the very next year, me and Blaine and a couple others went out and set off fireworks.
And that's our new tradition.
And that's our new tradition that we didn't do this year, actually. But
yeah, I think we should, let Austin get of age before we start doing anything.
Yeah, because we're going down. Everyone's going down.
Did you not throw any eggs that we went, Billy?
No, I threw some. I missed like every single one of them because like I would get to the wind up and I'm like, dude, I don't want to hit their vehicle. I would be such a dickhead. So I'll just pretend to whiff.
I nailed the EMA director's window. Like, it was a fastball going... Like, if that was boiled egg, it would have busted their window.
Dude, some dude got out of their car last time. It's like, started trying to fight people, and me and Billy ran and got in this car, which, like, had the complete wrong plates on it.
Wasn't it
But
that little Nissan?
I don't know what it was. It wasn't Nissan, but it might have been. I don't know. It was that car that we had, and then we sold to Nathan. But it wouldn't go in reverse. I could not get out of there, and I thought for sure he was going to come over and try to rip us out of the car.
At that point, you might as well just take out your place of work.
I didn't work there at the time, so that was the cool part.
Okay.
No.
No, if it's the same guy Aiden's talking about, so this guy pulls in there, like a bat out of hell, of course, because he was a hard ass on Halloween that had something to prove, and his car got hit by an egg, which is kind of understandable, I guess. So, anyways, everyone jumps in the vehicle, which I'm just confused at this point because I'm like, so we'll throw eggs at vehicles and we'll throw eggs at people, and there's probably a good 30 of us sitting there, but if someone pulls in and gets out of the vehicle, we all run. You're telling me he's going to beat 30 teenagers' asses?
No.
That's what I'm saying. But for some reason we're all around. I guess it's
I don't know.
fine.
The first year I went, my boss's son, he whooped Joseph.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. In the middle of a field.
Hopped over the bushes.
That's a whole different thing, because that wasn't at
the
spot.
That man was a freak of nature, though. I really don't care.
That was like free roam.
He still is a freak of nature. I don't understand.
I would say the dude that Aiden is talking about, like, that's a big dude,
I think he's like 6 foot, 200 and something pounds.
And I know all the people.
That's all?
I know all the people that kid that got beat up was with, and none of them, I don't think together, was beating.
I don't even think 30 people could.
Nah. 30 people's a lot of people. But I'm talking about, like, whenever we're all in the parking lot at that one specific place, like, there's no one beating up 30 kids, especially 30 kids with eggs. After you get hit by 10 eggs, you're leaving. I don't care who you are. You're leaving after you get nailed by 10 eggs. But anyway, this dude gets out. Like I said, hard ass has something to prove. His car just got eggs. Understandable. So, me and Aiden, like, while I'm thinking about this, Aiden, like, said, man, we gotta get in the car. And of course, he kind of scared me by saying that, because I thought something was gonna happen. Because I was like, okay, he probably can't beat us all up, but Aiden seems like he knows something. This guy could.
No, that's just the thing. If somebody's here, you gotta go. We gotta run.
Yeah. So Aiden tells me. So I go. Passenger side door was locked. Aiden wouldn't let me in. I didn't know if he couldn't do it or he's playing a prank on me. He wouldn't let me in.
No hell. It wasn't my
then,
car.
Right before I got in, I witnessed this dude. I witnessed the hard ass get out of his vehicle and hit someone's window twice and crack it. I don't know if you know how hard it is to crack a window on a vehicle, but it's harder than what you think. This dude hits it twice, probably breaks his fucking hand in 18 different places, and says, get out of the fucking vehicle and fight me. And I'm sitting there trying to get in a vehicle, and Aiden's still not unlocking the door. He finally locks the door. I was like, dude, we gotta fucking go. This dude just cracked this other dude's window. And Aiden's like, I got you. I was like, Aiden, what's wrong? He said,
It won't go in reverse.
It won't go in reverse.
It wouldn't.
When you just fall asleep.
It kept
Slow
going in
fight right there.
fourth. I couldn't get it in there.
Why don't you
We
drive
finally
forward?
took off.
Yeah,
And
we
then,
finally got to
like,
go off and
We were in front of the liquor store at a stop sign, and then Harry, the cop, like pulled behind, like did a U-turn in the road. Got behind us, started looking at our tags. I was like, oh no,
It's game over.
because the tags we were in like a car, and the tags we had was to a truck.
Were they expired too?
I have no idea. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
I know a dude that used to always like he used to work with us, and he always used to try to get a year or 2 years out of his tags on this truck.
Did
And
it work?
He said he almost successfully does it every single time.
That's crazy.
Besides, whenever he drinks and drives, I'm like, well, you know,
It's kind of on you, buddy.
yeah. I mean, at that point, I usually try to get a few months, cause like, one time mine was expired for 3 months. And I knew they were expired. Of course, I lied whenever I got pulled over, and they're like, okay,
Was that in
you
the
know,
Nova?
huh?
Was that,
Was that in the Nova?
No, the Nova had antique tags. They couldn't expire. This was in the truck, and he just said, "Okay, just get some tags on it." And I was like, "Will do." And that was the end of that. Like, so I got a year and 3 months 15 months out of those tags.
I don't really try to press my luck on that stuff.
No,
Usually when I go out-
whenever it expires, I go.
Yeah. I don't know how your dad does it, Aiden. It's beyond my knowledge of how he gets away with it half the time.
I don't
Well,
know.
it's a small town. A bunch of people probably know Aiden's dad. A bunch of cops probably know Aiden's dad. So in a small town, I mean, I'm sure if your dad got pulled over in all good or cool with expired tags, or anyone for that matter, they probably might get busted there on the spot. But like here in Clay, Georgia, that's probably not happening.
All right, Mr. Head of the
table.
head of the man.
That is me.
Yeah,
That is
intro.
me.
Well, yeah, I mean, you are the man.
Oh, we're sitting at
I mean, I'm just
He's
the guy.
man.
an hour and 12
Okay.
minutes into this thing. I don't know if you wanted to cap it here or keep going.
All
Kind
right.
of silent.
Are we?
You
Are we?
heard it here,
are we?
folks.
Are we going
We've
to
been egging.
hour and
We've
30?
been
I
shitting
mean, I
on
don't
me.
care to.
We've been
Oh,
talking
Aiden
about how
wants to go
country
to hour
sucks.
30?
No,
Aiden,
no,
At
no,
the
it's
end of
not
the
over,
day,
it's not over, it's not
gotta
over.
close. Why are you talking over me right now?
Because I'm trying to get...
Sorry.
Because, listen, intro man, I hear your voice enough. I'm trying to let Aiden get some shine in.
Mikey, why wouldn't you say anything for like a good
You-
30 minutes?
Well, that's not my fault. I can't relate to egging when I've never been. Like, I'm just, I don't have nothing to say.
I hit Blaine's truck with an egg one time.
We egged our house,
We did. I think we talked about that on the first one.
and then he also busted my window with a
I
baseball.
did
egg
bust his
no.
window.
Aiden's a hood rat, a bona fide hood rat.
That's where it all
Dude,
started.
dude,
He looked like
Austin,
one.
not my brother Austin, but the other one, he was chasing me. And I just threw the baseball over the house or the
Create a
garage.
distraction?
I don't know. I didn't try to hit the thing. I
I
just
think
threw
he
it over
wanted
the
the
garage.
baseball. I think Austin wanted the baseball, so he just threw it up, and then it just hit the window in the right luxury spot.
So Mike, you never been like egging on Dungeons and Dragons either?
Silence.
The silence is very loud here.
Yeah. We need an answer.
Well, what?
Have you ever been egging on Dungeons and Dragons?
Did you just ignore me?
No.
Listen, I know
No
I
way,
know
Brody.
I'm your lesser peer. We all know that, Mikey. We all know you're the man. But doesn't mean you gotta ignore me and treat me like a lesser peer.
Mikey's the man.
I didn't ignore you, but it just happens.
Mikey be the guy not to go egging, but he like sets forests on fire.
Yeah, he do that.
I could do that.
That's
Wait, I tried to set the forest on fire?
So are we?
Blaine tried to.
Did I?
Yeah.
I set my house on fire.
Yeah, he tried to looked like a freak accident, but
Well, you guys
didn't
haven't
get that
covered this
far.
topic yet?
I don't think so.
Well, that's wild. Are we gonna save it for another
Or should we just, power episode this?
another podcast, or like? Because Aiden, you were calling the shots. You said, "Are we going for an hour and 30? Is that what we're doing, Aiden?"
I don't know. I asked everybody. That's not me calling shots. That's me asking everybody.
I mean, that's another 15, so I don't care to.
I don't know why.
I don't care to go for
It's
another
past
15.
Billy's bedtime, dude.
Is it past Billy's bedtime?
Listen, you don't worry
Dude,
about
it's not
bedtime.
6.
If you want to call the shots, Aiden. If you want to be the man, call the shots, Aiden. Be the man.
No, I don't care. Mikey seems like he doesn't want to do this anymore.
No, I don't want to do it. I like listening. I just don't have nothing to say in terms of.
You like listening?
I just ain't got nothing in terms of.
Mikey's here for the beginning and last of the podcast.
I mean, there is a reason I'm called the intro and outro man.
Okay, well,
No one calls you the outro man. That's so stupid.
yeah.
We call you the man,
I like
the
that.
outro man.
What? You said no one calls him the outro man.
Well, now we do, I guess, because he
Okay.
wants to be called the outro man and the intro man.
I mean, honestly, I think outro man sounds cooler than intro man.
So like,
Hey,
is
yo,
the intro
outro
man.
man.
Why is the outro man
What?
cooler than the intro? You're the same man.
Oh, after the experience of an hour and 30 minutes, I have come to realize things.
Well,
And I've
it's been
become
an hour and 16 minutes.
Yeah.
Good try.
Oh, we still have 14 more minutes we gotta turn so I can evolve into a new, red, fleshy man.
What if I'm just the outro man?
Alright, let's not. You ain't moved up that fast yet, buddy.
Okay,
Calm
I'll
down.
explain my house story real quick.
Okay, go
Okay.
ahead. The floor is
So-
yours.
I decided to pull a little prank, do a little trolling.
Yeah, basically. But, so it all started with a officer in our county, giving me a gun from the evidence locker. Okay? It had nail polish all over it. So I was like, what gets nail polish off, right? Acetone. Right? So I go, and I'm 15 at the time. I
Can they
believe.
do that? Can they just give you the gun from the locker?
No.
Like, not a real gun. But
No, it was not a real gun. It was like a CO2 powered, like little. It's a motor
they can't do that?
11. No, they're not supposed to. But he doesn't work here anymore, so I don't care. Anyway, so I was 15 at the time. I convinced my dad to let me drive the truck to the dollar store and get some acetone. I buy 2 things of acetone, come home, put it in a little like tote, and I lay it on the back porch. I go to Aiden's house.
I thought you left it in your room.
No, I moved it into my room later on. But I go to Aiden's house, we're skateboarding and stuff down his hill and all this random bullshit that little kids do. And I go home, I'm like, oh yeah, that fucking gun. Because we were going home and play Red Dead. That's what we're doing. I go grab this
Yeah.
gun. I have a candle in my room. And I laid it, because my dumb ass didn't realize and put 2 and 2 together, the acetone is flammable. I opened the container and the fumes of the acetone where it's been sitting just set on fire. So, me, naturally, being like, what the fuck just happened, I went and got water. I threw it on it. I made it 10 times worse. Because, water and acetones, makes it spread more. Then I grabbed a blanket and slapped it. And it went all up my arm. I was like, okay, cool. I'm not putting this out. So then I decided to warn my family.
After 2 failed attempts. And the grandfather that had to have oxygen tanks.
The ones that can explode under heat. But yeah, I warned my family, and then we got out and stuff, and yeah, and then I just kind of watched it.
I
burn
remember,
down.
I remember spam inviting Blaine to an Xbox party. I was like, why didn't you get him on? And then mom's like, hey, what's going on down there? And then my grandma come by. She was like, come on. And I was like, okay.
It was very interesting hearing about this, and Blaine actually told me the full story a while back.
You would hurt that didn't like about this whole ordeal.
Yeah,
What's
go
that?
ahead.
When he come back to school, he was like, "Oh, my clothes are gone. Could you guys please donate to me because I don't have."
I've never
I
said
like,
that.
don't think he
bro,
said
but
that.
I remember it happening though. You had to be the center of attention for like a whole week because your house burned down. House
Yeah.
burned down every day.
I
That
never
Because he
asked
had
for
no
any of it.
clothes.
I'm just kidding. I didn't actually think that. I just like
No,
playing the devil's advocate.
I hate asking for stuff like that.
but anyway, like I said a while
I'm
back
kind of the same
ago,
way.
uh,
My dad asked me what I
Blaine-
wanted for Christmas, and I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't even know.
Oh,
Go ahead.
but
Sorry,
Blaine
Billy.
told me this whole story and cleared everything up a while back ago. Not when it first happened, because when it first happened, I mean, me and Blaine were cool, I guess. We just
Didn't talk
really,
that
we
much.
just didn't really talk
Yeah, I
that
didn't
much at
like
the
Phil.
time. So, like when I first heard about, like, of course, it was from said person, and I'm sure that all of us know who told me, but
I don't.
she knew everything.
I probably. Oh, never mind.
She knew everything in the county at all times, and she was very vocal about a lot of stuff. And she's gonna be very mad whenever she figures out someone spray painted a penis on Michael Jordan's head at the park. But anyway, no, I'm joking. I don't
Oh,
think it's
her?
happened. But
I was not thinking that route.
But if
I thought it
but if
was
it did happen,
Blaine's sister.
Yeah, I thought it was my sister.
no. But if it did happen, I want to know that I'm completely like not guilty.
Oh, about the penis?
Yeah,
No,
I was
you
making
look
a
guilty
joke.
now.
If that is happening, completely not guilty. Anyway, by saying that thing, I made myself sound even more guilty. But
He's been
like I
under
said-
my wing for the last 6 hours. We have not went
To
to the
your
park.
wing.
Anyway, go ahead.
so like I said, back then, I figured out like, oh, you haven't heard, and I was like, no, I haven't heard. Why would I hear about Blaine's house burning down? I don't talk to the dude. I don't get out of my house much, really. I was like, she's like, well, let me give you the whole story. So she sat there and talked and talked and talked. I mean, I didn't really listen, but I kind of listened because I was like, oh, it's a crappy thing that his house burnt down. Like I said, me not knowing Blaine at this time, I'm like, shit happens. And I kind of left it at that. Then, like you said, for a solid week, I wasn't annoyed by it, but for a solid week, all I heard was like, have you
I was just joking about it.
have you
Yeah, I know.
heard what happened to Blaine's house? And I was like,
Yes.
yeah, but I'm sure you're going to tell me a story anyway, so go ahead. And I heard a different story on what happened every single time. So I didn't know if Blaine was trolling everybody and just telling everyone a different story to see how many stories he can get going
Wait,
around
what'd you
before they
hear?
figured out that this
Yeah, what
motherfucker-
did you hear?
Just like a I can't remember all of them. I do remember one that sticks out, and I never want to talk to Blaine because of this one. So, and honestly, I'm not just saying this because I don't want to reveal who said this.
Mhm.
I do not remember who said this one, but back then, Blaine was made to be a unstable character.
Yes.
And so they told me, like I said, this is a story that stuck out and the one that kind of stuck with me there for a while. They told me Blaine being a very unstable character. Blaine got home one day. He was mad at his dad. In doing this, he had a candle in his room. And he had an acoustic guitar because Blaine plays guitar. I'm like, well, both those things check out. Blaine has a guitar, and I'm sure Blaine has some access to fire. So, yeah. Because I knew at that
They
point
haven't-
Blaine played guitar.
They haven't totally banned me from fire yet, so I just had one candle.
Yeah, so anyway. Well, no, the story gets better.
Do
Okay.
you still use candles?
No.
Is it like a? Is it
Or
just like a
acetone. He don't
thing,
use
or it's just like a thing that you just?
Okay, so I know it's been like 6 years from that incident, but I just don't trust candles anymore. Like, I don't have a
Yeah.
problem using them. I just don't want them in my room.
See, I was gonna ask like, well, you still, I guess, PTSD or whatever about it, or did you ever?
When I see
Not really.
whenever like the year after that, when I saw a fire, I immediately thought of the house. It wasn't necessarily a thing like, oh my god, put it out, like that.
Yeah.
But like I always thought about it. But like now, when I see fire, I'm just like, ooh, fire. But then again, I went to the fire academy and everything like that, so I'm kind of used to seeing fire now.
Is that why you joined the fire academy?
Yeah, Yeah.
Before I finish the story, I think that was very interesting that Aiden brought that up. So, I was about to ask what Aiden just asked, because it's now processed that he asked that.
Yeah.
Is that why you joined?
Yeah, that's why. Like, because I think a week after that, I joined the volunteer fire department in our county.
That's pretty cool.
More
Yeah.
house fires equal more firefighters, guys.
Yeah.
Take away something positive from a negative. But anyhow,
Burn your house down, become a firefighter.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, there's not an easier way of doing that.
So they told me Blaine being this problem child, which I didn't know Blaine.
This pyromaniac.
Yeah, this pyromaniac. I didn't know Blaine that well at this point. I kind of knew Blaine, and Blaine was a little, he was wild, of course, but he said that someone told me that he was mad at his dad, and so what he did was put an acoustic guitar on top of a candle, saying that wasn't going to work.
I think
So
that would
he
just
ended
like
up
smother
getting a
him.
Zippo lighter and setting fire to that goddamn guitar. And in doing this, Blaine actually didn't mean to burn down his whole house. He had a flag or something in his room that ended up catching fire, and then it started
I
spreading
don't
from
even think he
there.
had a flag in his room.
I didn't.
So I had a lot of questions at that point. So I was like, I might go ask Blaine. And I was like, nah, this dude's house is burning down. I don't know him personally like that. If I go ask him about, his house burning down, and me not knowing him or having a relationship with him, he'd probably be like,
breakdown on the spot.
no, I wouldn't even think about that. He'd probably be like, hey, man, like, fuck off, dude. Like, why would I tell you anything? But anyways, I had a lot of questions like that. I just let it go. Didn't want to ask Blaine because I didn't know Blaine that well. I kind of asked Aiden, and, you got to know Aiden's personality. Aiden was like, I don't know. I think it just started something caught on fire in Blaine's room. I don't know.
The only thing I remember about that night really now is that Aiden walking up to me and goes, "What happened?" I go, "It burnt," or something stupid like that.
Not.
And
He was sitting on the.
the bed of my
I don't-
01 Dodge. And then you walked up, and I can't remember exactly what I said, but I said something stupid. And I said it's lit. And
I get it, cause like yes, right
yeah, yeah. And then he just goes, "Oh, okay." And then that was really it about that. But yeah.
No, but anyway, I went up and I asked Aiden. I was like, "Hey, man, what happened?" And Aiden's like, "I think Blaine's house burnt down. I think that's what happened to him." And then I was like, "Oh,
Well, obviously, yeah.
I was like, well, obviously Aiden don't want to talk about it or just doesn't know." So I dropped it. And like I said, a few years passed. Me and Blaine become really good friends, and we start chatting one night, and he actually clears up. He tells me the same story he just told you guys. And I was like, oh, word. Okay, that makes a lot more sense than him being mad at his dad and trying to set a guitar on fire.
Where did Aiden go? Is he still there? Okay.
I think he's still there.
I heard him.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I thought I heard him mute, and I was like, oh, God. But, yeah. I mean, that's basically what happened. So, that's why I've always been a thing. If something happened to somebody, I don't go for other people. Because, like I said, you heard 4 or 5 different stories. And I'm definitely not a pyromaniac. Just set my house on fire because I'm mad at my dad.
I mean, I didn't figure, but, I didn't know.
You never know.
'Cause I didn't know you.
Yeah, you never know. And shit, I mean, it may have been what happened. I don't know.
So should we, because we're at an hour and 28 right now, should we wait until Aiden gets unmuted to wrap it up?
Yeah.
So, outro man.
Yeah, it's me.
Finish up the podcast while Aiden's being unmuted.
Wait, is it my time to shine? Can I?
No, not or
Outro?
not for the outro. Okay, Mikey. Why do you go by Mikey?
Because when I was adopted, my adopted brother's name was Michael, and my real name is Michael, and my real mom called me Mikey, and they thought it would be easier to keep calling me Mikey instead of Michael because my adopted brother's name is Michael, and then I had a neighbor named Michael, and I have an uncle named Michael, and my dad's name is Michael, and yeah.
But I know your real first name isn't like nothing to do with Mikey or Michael. I'm not. You can say it if you want to. I'm not gonna say it. So I know your real first name. So why do you go by Mikey instead of your actual first name?
Oh, because of the people that are associated with it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I honestly
Y'all know
just
who I'm
didn't know. I
talking
was
about.
curious and it was something.
No, I mean,
I-
and for the people that don't know, that's nothing bad. I was just joking. It's just a joke.
So I do
I
the
just
same
don't
thing.
feel like
Because my first name is Thomas.
Yes.
And I go by Blaine. And I could go by Adam too, because that's in there too. I just,
I actually go by like many names.
You
Bill
really
Yeah, that's why you're confused.
Yeah, Connor's
Confusing.
the originator of a bunch of them, but I've had a lot. I've had of
Bill
course my
Ford.
name is Billy Wayne. My friends call me Billy. They call me Bill, Bill Dozer, Billy Bob,
Bill
Bill
That's
Ford,
why I don't call you anything.
Milford.
Bill Waffle.
Bill Waffle.
Really good.
He
Cool
just started
name.
calling me that, and I like how Aiden just drops my last name. So I mean,
Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
well, I mean, you did it though, so that's,
I'm
we gotta
sorry.
live with it now. Because we know
Hey.
our outro man's not gonna edit any of this.
Not my job too. I just upload it.
I'm
You're
sorry.
supposed to be the man. You don't even
I am the
upload
man.
it until
I
someone
do
reminds
upload
you. Until someone reminds you.
No one's reminded me yet.
You can bleep it out, right?
Sure.
I mean, I ain't too messed
Sure.
up about it, to be honest, but
That's my bad.
Actually, I would like to
Kinda
say
sad.
something. I would like to say something. Y'all talk about that I'll do lot. You know who texted me asking me to do research for them for their recording? Blaine. Blaine
I
texted me
asked
goes,
for a
"Hey
different
Mikey,
editing thing, Mikey.
you asked for a recording software that was compatible with Discord, not an
Yeah.
editing thing. That's two different things."
Yeah, sorry. But
is you
yeah,
not allowed to ask questions? I can't. I mean, I don't know what.
I was asking you out of anyone in our group because you and me are the only two.
I'm just I know,
with
and I have no problem with that. I'm just saying
experience in the
that I'm not gonna be talked down on somebody that don't even know what they're doing. Billy. I gotta be talked
Okay,
down.
pal.
Like I'm some bozo.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Basically, what Blaine was saying is you're the biggest nerd on this podcast, playing D&D and shit, and so he asked you about editing and software and stuff like that. Okay, pal.
And what do you say
And
about
you wouldn't be getting talked down right now if you actually talked and defended yourself, but you've been pretty silent for the last 45 minutes of this podcast, and I've had to carry it while losing my voice.
Yeah.
How about we start explaining our
Long
topics
Deb's
to
trying
something
to
that we can all
sleep.
relate to, not egging. But it's not
Oh,
everybody
I'm sorry you
eggs,
never had any fun as a child,
old
Mikey.
people. Yeah, because I totally want to go like somebody.
You know, we just did a topic that was based around you. You could have added on to why you go by Mikey. You could have made up some bullshit story. We weren't gonna call you out on it. You could have made up some bullshit.
I'm not gonna
story.
lie. I'm not gonna lie to my people. I'm not gonna lie to my people. People want what they want, and lies are not it.
Well,
Okay,
you also told your people
Bing, bing,
that
bing.
Billy wasn't coming back, and that here I am, Mikey. So what's up?
Here
Huh?
I didn't bring it back.
You didn't sell enough trash bags?
Hey, go in your corners. Go in your corners.
You didn't-
Fuck you like
Hey.
a hurricane.
Go in your corners. Okay.
That dude killed me, picked up my gun, and then I killed him with it.
Awesome. Okay. All right, we're gonna end the podcast right here.
In the
Good.
podcast. All
I
right,
don't
guys.
wanna talk
Thank
to
you for
Billy.
joining us. Here's your
In 30
outro,
minutes?
man. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Peace.
How'd that
All right,
feel,
well, after
Mikey?
that horrible
How'd that feel?
outro.
Okay, you do one better. Do one better.
All right, everybody. We had some laughs. We had some fun. We had some
It sounds
couple
like-
butthurt people over
What's
here.
the I mean, it sounds like the America's Funny Home Videos, dude.
We had some laughs. We
Tom
had some
Bertrand.
fun.
What's his name?
Yeah, that guy.
Anyway,
Some butthurt. Elaborate.
what? Huh?
He's
Elaborate.
Why
projecting.
you out your corner? Why you guys out of your corner?
I'm just saying.
I don't know. I'm trying to do the outro. I'm trying to be center stage, and he's trying to take it like he's some outro man or something like that.
Trying
Like,
to
I'm just
take
doing me,
it.
but
For me to
Yeah.
take center stage, that means I would have had to lose it in the first place, and I haven't this whole entire
Get-
podcast.
get in your
Mr.
spot
Outro
and
Man.
sit there. Get in your
Hold
spot
on.
and sit there. I don't know
So,
why.
wait, Mikey, do you want to do the outro, or do you want me to do your outro?
I'll let you do just this once to get it out of your system so you don't
Alright,
take my spot.
And,
Okay?
and for reference, I'm doing a Mikey outro. I'm not doing my outro. I'm doing the Mikey outro.
I'll do your outro.
I don't want to do your outro because the fans are
I'm gonna
used
put
to
a poll
it.
up.
And
I'm
it's
gonna
better
put
to
a
be
poll up on the
familiar.
YouTube channel. And the two people that watch it are gonna tell us who did it better. It'll probably be me that votes. In
Yeah,
it, so.
they're going to tell us who did your outro better.
No.
All right,
That's-
guys.
No.
I'm Mikey. Thank you for joining us on the third episode of the Dumpster Fire Podcast. I'm gonna go play some D&D. Y'all have a blessed day.
Blessed day.
Are we ending it there?
No. When have
Mikey-
you ever even heard me utter the word "have a blessed day"?
Okay.
Don't
Alright,
even.
for real,
You
guys.
Never heard.
You guys have a good rest of your Feel Good Friday. You got like 2 hours because we're ending at about 10 o'clock because we
Yeah.
got started so late.
Hey,
Aiden
man.
was right. It is past my bedtime. I think it was a pretty good session, guys.
Yeah.
Everyone
Hold
think so? Pretty
Yeah,
good session?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I liked it.
It
Except for
was,
when
and
then you started
Hey,
getting
brother
a little
came in.
button.
Tomorrow is Saturday. The Volunteers, my favorite college football team, has a big game. We're facing Georgia. You know, go Big Orange. But
About
yeah, I
to take
think,
a
I
massive
think we're
L?
good, right?
Yeah,
I think
we're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
guys.
wait,
see
if
y'all.
we
Good.
get
Wait,
if we get 5 likes on this video, Billy has to buy Modern Warfare.
Actually, I was gonna say something about that earlier. We've done 16 outros and not stopped. But anyway, for every 10 views, I will donate $1 towards Modern Warfare. So if we get 70, I'll buy
$1?
Modern Warfare. Not that anyone cares if I have Modern Warfare, but these guys. But
I'll make 70 fake accounts.
I will hurt my. You can do it as long as we get 70 views. I'll buy Modern Warfare. I will hurt my wallet, empty out 70 big ones, and buy Modern Warfare.
All right, sounds good.
Mikey, give us an actual, legitimate outro so we
We'll
can
end
finally
it there.
end this thing.
We'll actually
Go
end
ahead, Mikey. Stage is yours.
Now, wasn't it?
it. I guess
No,
not.
go ahead, man.
Alright. Well, thank y'all for listening to this episode. We'll catch you on the flip flop. See y'all.